A proposal to ban all prosecutions related to the sectarian conflict of the Troubles in Northern Ireland has been announced by the government. It would apply both to British soldiers and to former paramilitaries. But relatives of those who've died say they've waited decades for justice and have vowed to challenge the government's plans in the courts. Here's our Ireland correspondent, Emma Vardy.
A bitter sense of injustice over Northern Ireland's past still haunts many families today. The vast majority of victims were killed by paramilitaries and around 10% by British armed forces. There are hundreds of investigations into decades-old cases still taking place. But now the government's announced it will bring forward legislation to ban all prosecutions in cases up to the peace deal in 1998.
We know that the prospect of the end of criminal prosecutions will be difficult for some to accept, and this is not a position that we take lightly. But we have come to the view that this is the best and only way to facilitate an effective information retrieval and provision process.
The plans would apply to former British soldiers as well as paramilitaries, and would move towards a system in which families can be given information about their relatives' deaths. But it's opposed by political parties on all sides in Northern Ireland, and victims groups are angry. One campaigner whose brother was killed by the British Army on Bloody Sunday says she will always believe veterans should be held to account no matter how much time has passed.
If somebody's decided at 19 or 20 that they're going to kill 2, 3, 4 people, God knows, no, you can't get away with that. There cannot be an amnesty for murder.
The changes would also mean an end to the many inquests and civil actions relating to the Troubles. The government believes its plans would help the process of reconciliation in Northern Ireland. But here, the past is still so vividly present, it would require a huge shift in many people's mindsets to accept. The announcement comes not long after high-profile murder trials against 3 elderly veterans were dropped, showing the legal difficulties in prosecuting cases up to 50 years old.
We've seen with the collapse of recent trials that trying to get admissible evidence to follow a resolution through the courts just isn't working. So this statute of limitations to have an open fact-finding process, I think, is to be welcomed.
The Irish government has insisted that ending prosecutions is not a done deal. But with the British government's large majority at Westminster, it may mean a major step change for Northern Ireland's peace process that will be difficult to reverse. Emma Vardy, BBC News.